All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Shabbat, Habakakadash. Double honors to the apostles of great millstone, and salutations to the elect, which you to be. Israel Hawaii. Got a quick lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites better shame of looking like heathens who the Spirit bear witness, who are child of the Heavenly Father. In the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, who the world and calls Jehovah, God of Yahweh. In the name of the Heavenly Son, is Yahweh Shai, who the world and calls Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christ, or Yeshua. I got a quick lesson. Any of the preachers come out, you already know it's Holy Spirit. So Holy Spirit, like believe it or not. And you know, hey, the Lord is making the separation and sin, like He did when He came down to Moses. Moses saw how most of Israel and stuff was partying and bullshit, giving into marriage and whatnot and stuff. Hooking and booking and stuff around the calf. And and this was after Israel had lost their patience. Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, right? When we was coming out of Egypt. And the thing is that the Lord was testing the faith of the Israelites and stuff in the valley, in the valley and stuff, because really it was just a 7 day. It was a 7 day walk to Jerusalem and stuff from where they were in Egypt, but the Lord had them had tested them and stuff for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? You had people came up against Moses. You know what I'm saying? Even though if he did spiritual work and whatnot and stuff, that's how you know that Israel, even though, we are great people and we're close unto the Lord, we're gods and whatnot and stuff, and following his blueprint. The thing is that you could do a miracle in front of Israel and stuff, and they still talk shit, you know, but pretty much what happened was is that uh, uh, Moses draw the line in the sand and whatnot, and he drew a line in the sand, and the Levites had came onto him, which he was a Levite as well, and when it come down to Levi, it means join on to him, goes into lawyer, what I'm saying, and the spiritual, well, we're all priests, what I'm saying, I want to call, we're all priests and stuff when it comes down to the 12 tribes. But the thing is that the the priests and stuff that made the sacrifices for the rest of the people were Levites, and those were the only ones and stuff who crossed the line to be on the same side as Moses, and we can see it right now and stuff the same way. Now, I'm not saying that only the Levites and stuff are going to be on the right side of the Lord, because Revelations 7 chapter clearly tells you and stuff. You know what I'm saying, that there's going to be many people of many nations and stuff. You know what I'm saying, who are Israelites, no matter how they look and stuff. You know what I'm saying, but they're not going to use no gimmicks. They're not going to be sitting up here trying to be low key. Well, in the time we're coming in and stuff, of course. But what I'm saying is that for the time right now and stuff, they're gonna they're gonna they're not gonna be ashamed. You know what I'm saying? Which a lot of people are. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the persecution, how people look at us. The different things that they're gonna come up with and stuff. Or we think this person or we think that person and stuff. And it's like, man, you niggas don't know. You're just coming up with assumptions. You know what I'm saying? Assuming a lot and whatnot and stuff, and trying to assassinate character and whatnot. We don't care. The true believers, as it says in John the 4th chapter, uh, uh, the true believers are going to worship in spirit and truth. A lot of people and stuff, they just want to wave the flag and stuff of Israel, you know what I'm saying, because it's like some sort of clout that come with it and whatnot and stuff, but really they don't want to go through the actual blood and tears and stuff, you know what I'm saying, just to get that crown. You see, a lot of people feel like that the Lord is obligated and stuff when we are the unprofitable servants. And what's an unprofitable servant do? Someone who serves and stuff and don't get no profit. You see, but the Lord ain't like that. He said He gonna give us some, because the Scripture says it's in the in our Father's good pleasure to give us the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Right? So this is Romans 8. So you got to be a certain type of way. And a lot of these people and stuff, they looking at it as entertainment and whatnot and stuff. And all I know is like, look, just don't be like them. Fuck them. Lord ain't dealing with niggas like that and stuff who they want to listen, they want to hear and whatnot and stuff, but then they want to go after their own covetousness, like it says in Ezekiel the 33rd chapter. Lord ain't fucking with people like that. And you got a lot of Israelites that's like that and stuff, and the Lord ain't dealing with them. You see, nobody's attracted to their ass except for other evil people. You know what I'm saying? Like the scripture says, it says, uh, 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 what fellowship with the wolf with the sheep? And we know wolves and stuff hunt packs, be on the same accord and stuff to take down one individual. You know what I'm saying? Right? But you know, people are evil and whatnot and stuff because of their mind frame. So this is Romans 8:4. It says that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh but after the spirit. And you can tell. You can tell. You can literally tell. Now I understand that the Lord probably don't really have a focus. The like the level of weight uh, of doing right and whatnot and stuff is not the same level and stuff. The level, how can I say it? The weight that the weight that on taking care of responsibility and stuff when it comes down to this word. He probably has it heavy and stuff when it comes down to the man and whatnot and stuff, and doesn't really have it that heavy when it comes down to women and children. But once you enter into the matrix and whatnot and stuff, guess what? You're a child of the Lord and whatnot and stuff. And with that being the case, you got to sit up here and do right too. You know, right? So this is and most of us and stuff, we learn underneath the heathens and whatnot and stuff. Our parents learned underneath the heathens and stuff and taught us the heathenistic way and whatnot and stuff. But then the Lord has shined the light and stuff into our hearts and whatnot, which is Yahweh Shai. And we understood and stuff that guess what, this ain't the way it lives. Now you got certain individuals and stuff where they try to mix the world and stuff and mix the truth together and stuff and think that they'll be cool, and it's like nah, you're gonna pick a side in the end and stuff because when being an Israelite ain't cool, a lot of these people gonna be like, we ain't this no more. You know what I'm saying? And you can see it in a lot of people's spirits. You know what I'm saying? You can tell by the shit that they talking. You know what I'm saying? Remember the scripture says in the last day there shall be scoffers. That's because that's their mind frame. Their mind frame is really set on this world and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? If it was up to them and stuff, if they made America great again for 20, 30, 40 fucking years and stuff, the niggas would never look for the kingdom to come. You see? So it's so Romans 8:4 it says that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh but after the spirit. It says, for they that are after this flesh do mind the things of the flesh. It says, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. And you can tell in people's talk. You can tell in people's talk, you know, yeah, you can tell in their movements and whatnot, like how they deal, how they carry themselves and whatnot. But mostly it's going to be in the talk because the scripture says, it's like it for the quoting. It says that uh, it's not what I might as well get it. It's Matthew 15:10. It says, and he called the multitude and said unto them, hear and understand. It says, not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man. Right? And I'm gonna grab this. It's it's rock. It's 27:5. I think. Yeah, this is Rock Ecclesiastes and Apocrypha, chapter 27, verse 5. It says, the furnace proof of the potter's vessel, so the trial of man is in his reasoning. So when you go into reasoning, it should be a man's way of thinking. Is a statement offered in explanation or justification. It says a rational ground or motive. It says a thing that makes some fact intelligible. Right? So it's what is on how people think. Right? So this is like in Romans 8 and 4, I think it's 5. I'm sorry, 4 again. It says that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. It says, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. It says, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. It says, for, because, scriptures do say, rehearse the righteous acts. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of people. Now, we understand that we're not going to get saved by the law. You know what I'm saying? Because the law has been abolished and stuff when Yahweh died on the cross. We're underneath the law of grace. You know what I'm saying? But according to Judges 5 and 11 and stuff, we're still supposed to rehearse the righteous acts. Because in Old and New Testament, it talks about be unblameable. You know what I'm saying? Right? And that unblameable and stuff is according to the law, statutes, commandments, and whatnot. So guess what? If the Lord still wants us to be a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying, or have a certain image and stuff that he's going to recognize and stuff just to save, then the thing is that guess what? There's still importance and stuff of falling at the holiness and stuff. Because if that's the case, anybody can still stay wicked and stuff and still get saved. As long as if they had faith that the Lord was going to allow them to commit something wicked and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, then everybody on this earth can fuck around and be saved. But that's not how he wants it. The line is going to be drawn, you see, right? those those Israelites and stuff when Moses was like, who's gonna stand on this side, who's gonna be with me, and he draw a line in the sand. Well, you had a lot of Israelites and stuff who wanted to be wicked instead. Why? Because it was fun for them. You see, they wanted to be lawless. They wanted to be found with no order and whatnot and stuff. They just wanted to have fun. You see, and whatever fun that was, you know, right? So people are going to mind the things of the flesh, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to see it and you're going to hear it, right? Verse 6, it says, for to be carnally minded is death, and carnally minded is of the flesh. Sarks, it says flesh. You got a lot of people and stuff who are lovers of their bellies, you see. It says, as opposed to the soul or spirit, which it is death. It says physically or morally and passion, right? So it said, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritual minded is life and peace. It says, because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh Bashem Yashah. So let's look at the word enmity. It's the word ector, and it says hostility, opposition. And guess what? When this word comes out, people tend to get hostile. You know, even if you're, because well, the Bible is common sense, regardless of stuff. None shall want her mate, as it says in, I think it's Isaiah 34 and 16, and meaning that ain't no other so-called book that's supposed to bring forth some type of intelligence is going to be on the same level as the Bible. And most of these different religions and whatnot and stuff, it's really it stems from the Bible and whatnot, because the Bible talks about good and evil, all sorts, right? So even if you bring out common sense and whatnot and stuff, because you got people and stuff that live in their flesh and whatnot and stuff, and they think the fleshly way and stuff is the correct way and stuff. And then when you make sense and stuff and show that, guess what, that way is not the right way to think, but that's just the way that they want to be and whatnot, what does it build? It builds hostility. People tend to get angry at you. You know what I'm saying? And one of my scriptures I love to say is Judges 5 and 14, which there are many others and stuff, where it says that I'll put my words in thy mouth fire. You know what I'm saying? And it should be fire, and the people should be wood. And they're gonna get burned up. They're gonna be salty, they're gonna be feeling shitty. And when people feel like that and stuff, what's the first thing they like to do? Try to get their lick back and stuff. But guess what? All you're doing is correcting them. But a lot of these people that's carnal and stuff, it's like you ain't corrected me. Like how an individual and stuff, when they feel like you disrespected them, they look at your shoes and then look all the way up and stuff with a face as if they had the bubble guts. You know what I'm saying? With a nasty face and stuff, with their eyes bulging out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, and probably look two or three more times and whatnot and stuff, and then they start disrespecting you and stuff. And that's how the carnal are when it come down to correction of the Bible, because they'll look at you and be like, "Who the fuck are you?" And the thing is that the source of this understanding that you're checking them on comes from the Bible and stuff. So it's the Lord that's checking them. You know what I'm saying? But hey, a lot of these people are bastards. You know what I'm saying? It says by implication a reason for opposition, enmity, hatred. All we gotta do is speak this word, and guess what? They show they hatred. They gonna show their opposition. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna show that they oppose. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people are for the world. A lot of these people are John 16 and 2s. And also a lot of these people are Matthew 7 and 6s. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna find out more and more that this is how these people are. You see. And matter of fact, let me grab this because I know I've been bringing out like some of the same scriptures and whatnot and stuff, but that's the spirit that I haven't that I fuck around and see that be around me a lot. So this is First Peter 4:4. It says, "Wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you." You know what I'm saying? So if you don't live like them, you're gonna see it in their spirits and stuff. They're gonna be disgusted with you. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna be disgusted, but yet clingy. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fat girlfriend and stuff, a female who gained a whole bunch of weight and whatnot and stuff. And the thing is that she'll do anything that she can and stuff to stay with you because she know that her chances of getting a boyfriend is very, very slim. So that's how a lot of these people are. And matter of fact, Apostle Bar and stuff, he was doing a response to Apostle Rakai's testimony, and the thing is that he was saying a lot of people are jealous. And he went into Yahushua, he went into Moses, he went into a lot of individuals and stuff. And it's like, yeah, it's jealousy. And that's why also in one of the Ten Commandments and whatnot, what people call the Ten Commandments, in Exodus the 20th chapter, it says it says thou shalt not covet. And covet is uh, um, when you want something that somebody else has. And a lot of the people and stuff, the covetousness that they have and stuff is that they want us to be like them and stuff, you know, to be like them. And I remember the brother Benji, he did a sit down some while ago, and it's like majority pretty much roughly paraphrasing. He was saying, these people are haters and whatnot and stuff, which we see that they are and stuff, because a hater is gonna oppose. He ain't gonna love what you're doing. He gonna hate what you're doing. And they be fixated on us, follow us everywhere we go. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see what we doing and shit and whatnot and stuff, trying to ridicule us, assassinate our character and whatnot and stuff. But really, the one that they really want to gain is us. Now, he ain't say this, he ain't say that and stuff, but the other part was that they just, what they want is to sit up here and point the finger and be like, see, he just like us. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to his word and stuff, it puts us on a higher position, on a higher vibration. We become a new creature and stuff, and that new creature and stuff is more vibrant than the old nature and stuff, which a lot of these people want to stay in. You see, right? So they more than likely put themselves in competition with us and stuff. But this ain't no competition. You either. Everybody got their own destiny and stuff, and the Lord already read it out. You see. So when you try to live in righteousness and whatnot and stuff, guess what? You gonna develop ops. And I hate to use that gang bang term and whatnot, but ops is just short for opposition or opposers. You see, and most of the ones who want to continue to lose when it come down to this world and whatnot, they want you to be like them. You know, they got the soul of the Edomite on them. If I can't win, nobody can. That's the spirit most of these niggas have on their spirit and whatnot. So they don't just do them, and then in the spirit and stuff. what it looked like. It's like, oh, you would be a grand asset and stuff if you would just be just like us and whatnot and stuff. And it's like, nigga, if you had any type of spirituality, the only reason why an individual had grown in these different talents and whatnot and stuff that you think that would be well and stuff that will make the world great again, or America great again, or whatever the fuck you are on this earth and stuff great again and stuff, if it's in shambles already, which it is. The thing is that this was only given and stuff for the gospel. It wasn't given to make this world that the Lord hates and stuff better. You see, so this is Romans 8:6. It says, "For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritual minded is life and peace." It says, "Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, for it is not subject to the law of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, neither indeed can be." So it says, neither indeed can be. So that's why they speak swelling words against us. You know what I'm saying? And when it says in Isaiah 59:15, it says, it says, "Yea, true faileth, he that departed away from evil make his soul a prey." And that's a spirit within itself and stuff, because it don't say anything about preaching or nothing. It don't say anything about preaching. It says that if you just change your ways and live according to the Bible, people who don't live according to the Bible will seek to hunt you down. And that's true. I have individuals and stuff for the last couple of months. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't want to say couple, it's been more than that and stuff. But there's been months, you know what I'm saying, of where they like to start shit with me and then play the victim and stuff like they never done anything. Like I'm just being some tyrant and stuff and trying to fuck with their ass when the whole time they the ones fucking with me. Every time. You know what I'm saying? Because the the supposed area and stuff, you know what I'm saying, it's like a house of cards and stuff. The structure is thin as fuck and stuff, so you can hear you can hear everything and stuff. But then it's more to that. It's more to it on that. There's more to it on that. Even before I get to upload a video or for it to finish uploading stuff, before I can even make it public and stuff, they have access to be able to watch my videos. And it's like, y'all, we don't like this, we don't like that and stuff. It's like, well, let me do what I do and stuff, and you do what you do. And it's like it's upsetting that I don't choose the way of the world. You know what I'm saying? And that just shows low vibration against a high vibration. You see, so uh, Romans 8:7, it says, "Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be." It says, "So then they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahweh Shem Yahshua." Verse 9, it says, "But ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit." It says, "If so be that the spirit of the Most High dwell in you." It says, "Now if any man have not the spirit of Yahweh Shah, he is none of his." You know what I'm saying? You could tell. You could tell if the Lord that gave you the front legs, He gives you the ice off and whatnot and stuff. You can tell by speech alone and stuff who the Lord dealing with, or I say it like this, because there's different levels of the Lord supping with you. Lord ain't finna come to the table and stuff, meet and whatnot, and have a conversation, use big words and stuff, and you can't even say your ABCs. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people and stuff are babies. They're babes. You know what I'm saying? All they need to do is get milk. You know what I'm saying? But you got a lot of babies and stuff where they scoffing on the milk, and they trying to seem deep to their other peers and whatnot and stuff, and they don't know what the fuck they talking about. You see? But you could tell through how they speak. You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. Well, once that's Rock 27:5. Uh, uh, it says that it says the furnace proves the potter's vessel. Pretty much what people go through, right? And the second part says that so the trial of man is in his reasoning. So you could tell. Matter of fact, verse 6, it says the fruit declareth if the tree have been dressed. It says so is the utterance of a conceit in the heart of man. And when it comes down to it and stuff, you could tell that if the Lord is dealing with these people and stuff on a certain level, you could tell if they're growing and whatnot and stuff, and I'm talking about individuals and stuff you don't even have to hang with. You could the scriptures tell you and stuff how to understand how a person is and stuff without really trying to fuck with them on that level. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going to exert themselves. know what I'm saying? Right, right, right. So guess what? The Lord is making a difference. The Lord is making a difference and whatnot. He's drawing the line in the sand. You know what I'm saying? But it's and it's being openly out there. Because I even have children who don't know shit who said I happen to be around. You know what I'm saying? Or they know that I'm around or whoop de whoop, or they see me and whatnot, or however it goes and stuff. Where they sit up here and be like, we're gonna shut you up and whatnot. And I know they just regurgitating what they probably heard their parents say and whatnot and stuff, because all the spies and stuff that's listening. But the thing is that all I know is that look, the family word is coming, and there's individuals who do know, there's individuals who don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I already know that there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be seeking. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to be seeking and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that the Lord is going to cause a lot of us individuals and stuff for safety reasons and stuff to cause our tongue to cleave to the roof of our mouths. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is going to intervene and stuff and do that. You know, so the Lord is true. He's placing his pieces and stuff where he wants them to be and stuff. Because guess what? The Lord is going to be the one who win in the end. You know what I'm saying? We just hope to be one of those ones and stuff who win, right? While everybody else and stuff is trying to get us to live like them. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel defeated. You know, that's why they constantly coming after us. They don't go after nobody else and stuff that's like them and stuff because they cool. You know what I'm saying? But anybody that's seeking after Yahweh Shem outside and seeking to change their ways and stuff and repent and stuff, you know what I'm saying? No matter how many times that they fail and whatnot and stuff, the thing is that Satan is the one who's trying to stop that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, matter of fact, all right, I'll bring that out. It says, and Satan is on a lot of these people and whatnot and stuff, just to combat against us and stuff to try to stop us from what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? I have individuals who want to separate me from the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Who want to separate me from the scriptures and whatnot and stuff. And all I know is that it's Satan, but to them, they don't know any spirituality. They don't know nothing like that. They probably know paranormal activity and whatnot and stuff and shit flying around. You know what I'm saying? And some hocus pocus and Ouija boards and stuff. But all that shit is fucking satanic and stuff. That's what they know. That's what they really know. They know Satanism. You see, a lot of them are in these different religions and stuff, which is really backed by Satanism. You know what I'm saying? To be an adversary, a way to be an adversary and stuff against Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, to run true gods. You see, and it says verse 10. It says, and if Yahweh Shai be in you, the body is dead because of sin. It says, but the spirit is life because of righteousness. You know what I'm saying? And when you dead with Yahweh Shai and whatnot and stuff, you follow the ways of the spirit. You know what I'm saying? But when you follow the ways of the spirit, guess what's happening? What's that old saying? That bad things happen to good people, because when you try to live the good way and stuff, everybody who's negative and whatnot wants you to be on their vibration, because it makes them uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Right? It says, verse 11, it says, but if the spirit of him that raised up Yahweh Shai from the dead dwell in you, meaning Yahweh, he that raised up Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his spirit that dwelleth in you. You know what I'm saying? And that's talking about, us becoming those new creatures. You know what I'm saying? Putting off the weak nature, putting off the mortal, you know what I'm saying, putting off corruption and putting on incorruption. You know what I'm saying? But once you do these things, you will have a lot of individuals who's going to try to maintain corruption or put in the eyes of other individuals to see you as a corrupter. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much you try to change. You see? And guess what? These are children of the air. These are the ones and stuff that the Lord has had Satan and stuff given over to. You see? So this is and that was just a quick lesson. It was just a quick lesson. You know, you know, we above the earth and whatnot and stuff, and then trying to bring us down onto the earth to be like them, even though they're not seeking for no improvement. The improvement that they looking for is establishing their own righteousness and saying that God is cool with it and stuff. And God is like, no, he ain't cool with that. You got to do it my way and whatnot. But they're going to keep trying to do it their way. And guess what? They're going to stay on the lower vibration. But for the ones and stuff who follow the correct way and whatnot, the Lord's going to elevate us and stuff. And it's going to make them feel shitty in their souls. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to turn them into haters and people who want to oppose us, you know what I'm saying, for following the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. They're going to be nosy, busybodies, always in your business and stuff. They're going to act like they're not going to have any life of their own. They're going to always kind of try to find some type of way to fuck you up and whatnot and stuff. They're not going to pursue after Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Their job is going to be possessed by Satan and his legion of demons and whatnot to try to stop you from following Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You see? And you're going to tell in their spirit, you're going to tell and how they speak and all. You see? You know. So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Habakakadash. Double honors to apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which you ought to be. Shalom, well, Baba, Kwam, Yasharala.